Now, things are falling apart. President William Samoei Arap Ruto is already facing severe political challenges in the broad-based government ahead of the 2027 general elections. Shocking details have emerged, which I will also share with you in this particular video here. It says that Musalia Mudavadi currently is not really okay with President William Ruto, since the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's very close political allies, were appointed by William Samoei Arap Ruto. Musalia Mudavadi is really complaining. And the main issue here that is causing all these problems between Ruto and Mudavadi, according to Musalia Mudavadi, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga never contributed anything at all in the formation of the Kenya Kwanza Alliance government. Musalia Mudavadi was among the leaders who sacrificed a lot until the Kenya Kwanza Alliance government was formed. Yet currently as we speak, Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are actually the leaders who are enjoying the biggest share in William Ruto's government, more than Musalia Mudavadi. So Musalia Mudavadi is not making any progress at all. Musalia Mudavadi is complaining because he feels like his loyalty to President William Ruto is not really rewarded. And I want you to remember this, that it is not actually Musalia Mudavadi alone who is complaining currently in the broad-based government. Even Raila Odinga and his close allies were also complaining to William Ruto sometimes back when Uhuru Kenyatta's allies were appointed. As a matter of fact, one of Raila Odinga's close allies threatened to quit the broad-based government. A very good example here is Robert Alai. I want you to listen to what Robert Alai is saying. Let me just read for you this statement. Robert Alai says that former President Uhuru Kenyatta has brought his A-team to push the perennial opposition politicians back to the opposition. He means that Uhuru Kenyatta's allies were appointed in the government so that they can push Raila Odinga. You know, Raila Odinga is referred including, Raila Odinga and the ODM leaders who were appointed by William Ruto are being referred to as perennial opposition leaders. So according to Robert Alai, Uhuru Kenyatta's allies were appointed to government so that they can push Raila Odinga and his allies back to the opposition side. He proceeds to say that Baba is idealistic and wanted face of Kenya. Baba wants Kenya as he imagined it. It exists in an ideal world. Everyone else is selfishly tribal. So he is comparing how Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga appointed their leaders, their allies in William Ruto's government. When you look at how Raila Odinga picked the leaders from ODM, he represented the face of Kenya. Someone like Ali Hassan Joho comes from Mombasa. Then Wycliffe Oparanya comes from the Western region and the rest. While Raila Odinga here only appointed leaders from the Mount Kenya region, the Kikuyus only. That is why he's saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is selfishly tribal leader. He proceeds to say that there is no way Baba will crack this team. Baba and Kalonzo are back to the opposition. Watch this space. So he has threatened that Raila Odinga will actually quit the broad-based government. I don't know if it's true. I want us to give it time so that we can see what will happen next. But in this particular video here, ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to mainly focus on Musalia Mudavadi. So before I give you the exact details, more information about this, just a very quick reminder that if you are listening to me up to this point and you haven't subscribed to my channel, I want you to take only 1 second or two and hit the subscribe button down below so that next time when I produce another video like this one, then YouTube will automatically send you the notifications. Thank you so much for your support. So to the returning subscribers, to the new members who are joining me for the first time, feel appreciated, feel welcome, and I don't take your support for granted. I want us to begin right from here because this is actually the root cause of all these issues. President William Ruto has changed his political strategy ahead of the 2027 elections. Very many leaders will be victims in William Ruto's change for political strategy. Recently, we have seen President William Ruto turn to the dynasties. The dynasties here are actually Raila Odinga and the former head of state Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. People that William Ruto really opposed in the previous 2022 elections. But currently, William Ruto is going for Uhuru and Raila Odinga because he is seeking for their rescue from the angry hustlers. And that is exactly why President William Ruto's hustlers narrative, together with the bottom-up economic approach that he used to talk about, William Ruto no longer talks about it. President William Ruto currently or nowadays only talks about the broad-based government ahead of the 2027 elections. What about William Ruto's competitors? Kalonzo Musyoka and the former DP Rigathi Gachagua are actually on a move to form a political coalition next year in 2025 early. This is what Kalonzo Musyoka said. Let me just read for you this statement very quickly. He says that next year will be a year of serious political development. We are going to form the winning coalition. We will have delegates. We'll have delegates conference and brand the party, perhaps rename it. But of course, this coalition here between Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, and maybe the NARC Kenya party leader Martha Karua, because Martha Karua talked about this issue, saying that she is ready to work with any politician, including the former DP Rigathi Gachagua, because the only thing that she wants is to remove William Ruto from power so she can collaborate with any person. So this coalition between these leaders that I've already mentioned will actually form the next opposition in the 2027 election, because there's no way Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua and Eugene can remove William Ruto from power. Ruto and Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta, the broad-based government, will actually form a political wave in the 2027 elections, and William Ruto will still emerge as the winner. Then we have Fred Matiang'i and Wajakoya, who will also be in the ballot. So if the broad-based government is actually a sure bet that Ruto is going to win, what exactly is Musalia Mudavadi complaining about? What is causing the bitter fallout, the looming fallout between Musalia Mudavadi and President William Ruto here ahead of the 2027 elections? Number one, during the cabinet reshuffle, the recent one, President William Ruto committed one very big mistake by not appointing any leader in his cabinet who comes from the western region where Musalia Mudavadi comes from. And that is why Musalia Mudavadi is not really happy. Currently, as we speak, the former head of state Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is already having 4 cabinet secretaries in William Ruto's government, right? the ones that were appointed by William Ruto recently. We have William Kabogo, Lee Kinyanjui, Nderitu Murithi, and also Mutahi Kagwe. Raila Odinga on the other side is already having 4 cabinet secretaries. We have Wycliffe Oparanya, we have Ali Hassan Joho, then we have John Mbadi, and also the CS for Energy, Opiyo Wandayi. While Musalia Mudavadi on the other side does not have any cabinet secretary that he has nominated in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance government. How many cabinet secretaries do we have from the Western region? Only one, who is Wycliffe Oparanya alone. As a matter of fact, were it not for Raila Odinga to nominate Wycliffe Oparanya, we will not be having any CS from the Western region. So that is Musalia Mudavadi's first complaint to William Ruto. What do you think about this? Do you think that Musalia Mudavadi would have been given the opportunity to also nominate some leaders to William Ruto's government? I want to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That is the first reason. The second issue here, it is about the interior cabinet position that Musalia Mudavadi was revoked recently by William Ruto. You know, when the former DP Rigathi Gachagua was officially impeached, Musalia Mudavadi was appointed by William Ruto as the acting interior CS. So Musalia Mudavadi was expecting that the person that will replace him in that particular position will be proposed by Musalia Mudavadi himself. But President William Ruto went ahead and revoked Musalia Mudavadi that position and appointed Murkomen in that particular position immediately. So according to Musalia Mudavadi, that was not really fair for him. And that issue here, it is about the broad-based government. Now here is the issue. Musalia Mudavadi might be the biggest loser in the broad-based government. President William Ruto has totally weakened Musalia Mudavadi using the broad-based government. I want you to realize that, first of all, Musalia Mudavadi agreed to fold his Amani National Congress Party to join William Ruto's UDA party, right? Then William Ruto is currently talking about the broad-based government, and he is only associating with Raila Odinga and the former head of state Uhuru Kenyatta. Only Musalia Mudavadi is left out. He is not part of the negotiating table. Musalia Mudavadi is being forgotten here. There is nothing that he will achieve in the broad-based government. As a matter of fact, what if Musalia Mudavadi will be kicked out from UDA party? Then in the broad-based government, he will not be appointed in any position. So if Musalia Mudavadi will not complain right now, then he will end up being the biggest loser in the broad-based government. His hands are totally tied. He is completely cornered by President William Ruto ahead of the 2027 elections. But I don't know what you think. What advice can you give to Musalia Mudavadi? Do you really think that Musalia Mudavadi's grievances should be heard? Do you agree with Musalia Mudavadi's grievances to President William Ruto? Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more political updates. Remember, my name is Jason and Jeremy. Bye-bye and have a good day ahead. Thank you.